Alex J Official, and we are live and direct.
It's not really live though, is it?
It's not really live, but we're direct with
okay.
one of our, I was going to say one of our favourite sisters, one of our favourite residents, Zizi Mills. She is in the house. Round of applause.
In the house.
Nice to see you.
Thank you, nice to see you too.
I see you like here and there, out and about.
I know you're a bit of a social butterfly, aren't you?
Similar to yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always been a social butterfly since that, from a very young age.
Yeah, no, but it's always nice seeing you out and stuff.
I know.
Yeah, you know. Okay, cool. Of course, because we was talking about it like a couple of minutes ago. Like literally, we live for the comments.
I love Shea Barrow comments.
Like,
Shea Barrow comments are very funny.
Are they better than the post? Like, which
Well, it depends
part?
the post. Do you know what I like about Shea Barrow? Back in the day, yeah, because obviously I've been following Shea Barrow for a while, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Back in the day, I feel like Shea Barrow was a bit shook about putting their captions. The captions are a bit safe. They'll be like, Little Fizz and April apparently dating. That's how they used to do the captions, yeah? Now it's a bit like Omarion's ex-baby mum, little April. It's a bit more, there's a bit more like sass to it. Do you get what I mean? The captions are now like, I read the captions, you know what I mean? I don't know who's behind that, but well done to Shea Barrow.
Let's talk about Zizi Mills.
Hi.
Zizi Mills. You still got a Z on the end of your name. Like, you're 30. Are you gonna like drop that and put the S? Because
no, but what's the difference?
Was that your street?
What's the difference
Z,
between
Zizi Mills?
What's
is
the
that your
difference
street?
between a Z and an S?
I don't know. Like Z's a bit more grown, and obviously like.
You mean S is a bit more grown?
S is a bit more grown.
I mean, I could take that on board, but I probably won't because I've branded myself. I mean, a lot of people do S, which is highly annoying, but I feel like the Z stands out. The reason why I chose to do Z is because my name is, well, my actual name obviously begins with Z. So I wanted to have two Zs on there. I just made that up just now. But it sounds right, so that's what I'm going to run with for the next.
Can run with
just
that.
In case someone else tries to come with this stupid, you've got a Z on the end of
a Z on the end. Come on, like, is that your street slang or something? Your street name? Like,
no,
because obviously you're connected with the streets. Not like in that way. You don't belong to the streets. You're connected to the streets.
I don't
Big
belong.
Difference.
I might belong to the streets. You never know.
No.
You're saying no. You're better than that.
No.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I do belong to the streets. I don't believe in that. Belong to the streets anyway.
I know. What is this thing about guys saying she belongs to the streets?
I
Girls
guess,
aren't even defending it.
because I think it's just a bit. It's just that whole misogynistic behaviour, isn't it? If a girl slept with a couple guys that people know, then apparently she belongs to the streets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These times, couple of you got a brother and you don't even have the same dad. Do you know what I mean?
True.
That's what, but like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But people love to throw shade on other women. But it's like, you've probably got about two brothers and there's nothing, but have you got the same dad? No. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're not having that sentence.
no, I just think it's very immature when people start talking about body count or how many men women have slept with, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's such a big topic of conversation, especially when two people are getting to know each other. Obviously, I noticed you was quite defensive about your body count on your last show.
It's not about being defensive. I just don't think it's anyone's business.
Yeah, but as a future husband, is it
That's
not
not
their
your business? Unless the only time I would disclose somebody that I've been with is if I know they are friends. And I don't mean the person that you see in the gym on Wednesdays and say hello to. You don't have their number. You don't know anything about them. You don't know their mum's name. You don't know their dad's name. You don't even know whether their grandparents are alive or not. I mean, like your actual bona fide. That's the only time I would say it.
Okay.
Other than that, it's not your business.
So, but there's no difference between is there a difference between girls that have had sex maybe with 5 guys versus 25 guys? Straight away, are you going to...
Shall I tell you how it's bullshit? I'll tell you how it's bullshit, yeah. Because a lot of men will be with a girl that has slept with 40 guys that they do not know over being with a woman that they know 4 guys. So if they know all 4 of the men that you sleep with, they would prefer to pick the girl that slept with 40 men that they don't know any of them. that tells me it's more to do with your ego than whether or not you think it's because I belong to the streets and I've had loads of penis in my vagina. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not about that.
Okay. I see that angle.
It's to do with your own self and how you feel. You don't want to go anywhere and they know, and there's like 5 guys in that room that slept with your girl.
Exactly, stuff like that.
So then it's not about the body count then.
See, so that's where the body count would come
No,
into
it's not.
play.
That's what I'm saying, because I guarantee you, what would you prefer? A girl says to you, okay, Alex, I'm going to be honest with you. I've only slept with 5 guys, but those 5 guys, you know them, like they're close friends of yours. You've seen them out a couple times, and one of them was just a casual thing. Another one, we was kind of going out. The other one, it was a one night stand. The other one, we was in a relationship, and the 5th one, it was just like on and off for about 3 years. Okay, those are the 5 guys. That's what she said to you.
Okay.
And then next scenario, Alex, I'm going to be honest with you. You asked me what my body count is. My body count is 30, but all of those 30 men are in Jamaica when I lived over there, and I've been in the UK for the last 2 years, and I haven't slept with anyone that you know. Which one are you going to go for?
The girl that's had sex with 5.
You're lying.
5.
You're lying.
I swear down.
And all those 5 guys you know. You know
about it.
all of those 5 guys.
Think about it. 5 entrances into that private area versus 30 entrances
Yeah, but
into that private
okay, you're set a little bit different. But most men are gonna go for the girl that has slept with 30 guys that they don't know of, because it's more to do with the ego than the fact of 30 guys.
I do see that point. I do. But the number is just like, it means a lot. And what's
a good body count for somebody that's 30?
Okay, so a 30-year-old lady, I'd say 20. I'd say 20.
That's quite high.
Do you reckon?
Well, I mean, most people would think it's quite high. That's quite. I thought he was going to say something like 10 or 8 or something like that.
I'm being realistic. I think I'm being realistic. I can't remember the last time I heard a number under 10.
But I'm not going to lie to you. Most girls lie anyway.
Exactly.
I don't know why any girl would tell the truth. That is beyond me.
So yeah, it's a hard one, and that's where you got to kind of get to know the girl and get to know her, and then you kind of push that aside anyway.
100%. That's why I'm not answering the question.
So,
and I feel like if a guy really likes you, he wouldn't even answer you that question. It shows a lack of immaturity. And to be fair, I don't want to be dealing with anyone that's immature. Do you know what I mean?
Good point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna definitely get into some more of this soon, but let's start off with ZZ. So, like your last show, I don't know. I watched it. I felt it was quite heartfelt. It felt like you needed to almost defend your career. Almost, you had to kind of like explain who you're similar to. You had to kind of defend your trade almost. Why has it kind of got to that point where you've had to come out and defend what you do?
Well, I feel like I'd have to defend this comes around like maybe every, I would say 8 months, where I have to like reiterate, this is what I do, this is what happens, deal with it kind of thing. Because I had that whole back and forth thing with Nole, and she kind of tried to come for exactly like what I do. And a lot of people think that it's just me like talking about people, but basically what I was saying is I've built my brand on my opinion. I've built a brand on sharing my opinion. Whether people like it or not, they will come to my page or they will listen to my opinion, whether that's because they want to call me dumb or slate me or agree with me. They're going to listen to what I'm going to say. And I've built that over the last 2 to 3 years. So I don't like it when people kind of try to act like it's nothing or anybody can do it. Because there's a lot of people online that share their opinions and
no one cares.
So it takes time, and it takes, like, you have to have a certain type of personality to be able to do it. So that's why I was just letting people know that there's loads of people that share their opinion. E4 Music, they will talk about what's going on in popular culture. The Daily Mail talks about what's going on in popular culture. The news talks about what's going on in popular culture. They have someone on, what's that thing called? This Morning that does like a entertainment segment. Do you get what I mean? But is it only when I get on those type of programs are you going to be like, oh yeah, it's a thing, it's a job. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's why I had to kind of just like reiterate what I do and what I'm about.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it,
So for your new, so people who are new to your page or new to kind of hearing about you, obviously the only way they're gonna hear about you is if you've said something and you've popped up and it's like, oh, this girl's talking again, this girl's running her mouth again. But for those people who are new to ZZ Mills, what would you describe your career as in a nutshell?
well, I just share my opinion. I
Yeah.
give my opinion on popular culture or current affairs. And those people that always have something to say, why are you in the comments? It's such a fucking contradiction. You're actually doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You're commenting on me and I'm commenting on someone else. So you're commenting on me, commenting on someone else.
Yeah, it's kind of...
It's just like, it's so stupid. It's like, oh, here she is giving her opinion. Well, here you are giving your opinion again on me. Fuck off and leave me alone. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So the comments are full of ZZ Millses, basically.
Exactly. That's
Yeah?
not
Is that what we're saying, yeah?
Everybody shares their opinion.
Exactly. It's real, it's real.
On the only time I might take someone that says like, if they came up to me, maybe person to person, face to face, said, you know, I don't really like what you do. I think you give your opinion too much on people and etc. Because they're not in the comment section. They have actually removed themselves away from that type of world. But from when you're in the comment section, commenting,
Yeah.
or when people say like, where people in the comment section be like, why do you have to give your opinion for? And there's like 1,000 other comments of opinions,
Yeah.
but for some strange reason, it's why do I have to give my opinion?
When you drop a comment in there, it's like,
It's
oh,
like, why do you
coming
have
back
to
in?
speak? And it's like, wait a minute, there's like 2,000 other comments here. That's what everyone else is doing. What's the problem?
Yeah, yeah. I know. You're a bit of a I wouldn't say you're a target because no one's out here targeting you.
I think I'm a Marmite.
What is it? Yeah, it's either love you
Yeah,
or
yeah.
hate
You either love me or you hate me.
Yeah, but I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I kind of sometimes I love you, sometimes I hate you.
And that's okay.
So yeah.
To be fair, I prefer to either be liked or disliked. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, she's cool. Because if you're just,
You're
oh,
easily
she's
forgotten.
cool, you're forgotten. Either way, if you don't like me, you're going to come on my page. You're going to come on my page to copy the link, to put it in your group chat, to tell your friends that I'm chatting shit. Either way, that's a view to my page.
Yeah.
Either way, that's a view to my interview. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then if you do like me, you're going to be invested in me. If someone hates you or they don't like you, if someone doesn't like you or they like you, either way, those people are invested in you.
They're still watching, yeah.
So it's fine.
Almost, I get what you're saying, because it's almost like being hated. It's the kind of same thing as being loved.
Yeah, that's what they say. There's a thin line between love and hate. It's still like a strong emotion. So
And go on, sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say, because that was a good topic, obviously you do get a lot, and you know, like you're going to have thick skin to do what you do.
Yeah.
Because you're getting probably hate DMs.
Yeah, sometimes depending on what the topic is, yeah.
Yeah, you get hate DMs. You probably get, like, obviously you get the comments, you get the backlash. You probably get reposts from other blogs and vlog pages, like kind of criticizing you. You're getting some backlash for stuff that you say maybe from artists and other people in the entertainment industry. So how do you kind of keep your skin thick and deal with that kind of resilience?
I have friends that I call a lot, so I just tell them how much Big Booty 101 is a dickhead online, and sometimes I might have a little cry, depending on how, and that's not because I'm like, that's sometimes a lot of out of frustration. Because I'm naturally quite an emotional person. People don't think I'm an emotional person. I'm actually quite an emotional person anyway.
Yeah.
I'm very like hypersensitive. I'm very passionate about what I do, and also I'm very defensive. I'm very defensive about what I do, because, like I said, it's taken me like. Because my opinion is kind of built on my integrity, what I think of something. And so when people say stuff, that's like questioning my integrity, which nobody likes. So obviously I'm going to be defensive. So if people like come for me, of course I'm going to be triggered. I don't think there's anything wrong with being triggered. And people kind of try and use that as a thing of, oh, you're triggered. Yeah, the fuck, I am triggered. Of course I'm going to be triggered. I'm a human being. Like, what's the point? I hate when people say that to try and make it a thing. Like, oh, you're triggered, as if you should be embarrassed about being triggered. Of course I'm triggered. Because you're coming for me personally, like, but this is what I've decided to do. I come for people, I give my opinion on people so people can give their opinion on me.
Yeah, I'm surprised that like you can get brought to tears. And what is it? Is it like
It has to. No. It's not horrible comments.
personally?
It's not comments. The horrible comments don't get to me. It's just like whatever. It's if I feel it's a lot. It's sometimes it's out of frustration. You know, some people cry when they're angry.
Yeah.
Like mine is just like, it depends if it gets a lot, because it does get a lot, because
when it's like a big topic.
when it's a big topic, and if it's like a continuous thing, like going on and on and on and on and on and on, of course it's going to get a lot. There's like loads of comments coming from loads of different directions. Then you've got people calling you like, what's happening? Like, what happened there? Like, why is my man going for you? Like, what happened there? What did he say? So what did you say? And then it's, do you know what I mean?
like
It's loads, it all comes in at once. And then I might just have a good little cry and just be like, okay, that's done now. But it's not because, they've made me upset. It's more of just like the pressure of it. It's just like, do you get what I'm saying?
Cool. All right then. And obviously Zizi Mills show. Congratulations, because it's been running for how long?
Yeah, it's like 2 years now.
It's like, 2 years. That's like big props, because it's been consistent. It's been growing, and it's been going for 2 years. So obviously, that interest in that show, what you do, is just continued on. So what's the plan for the Zizi Mills show? Is it going to be in the same capacity, or are you looking to do anything different?
For now, it's still the same capacity. I enjoy. I think when I started, Hot Topics was my thing. People kind of came to see my opinion on certain topics. I think people still care about my opinions on topics. However, I think it's kind of shifted now to interviews. I think people are starting to like me interviewing people.
Okay.
So I'm definitely, like, in 2020, I'm definitely concentrating more so on interviews. That's what I kind of like want to do. But still Hot Topics, and still just like raw and real. That's the only way. I think people like it because it's unfiltered.
Okay.
So as long as I keep it unfiltered, then I think I'm good to go.
And that's just you being true to yourself. That should be
exactly
easy on the topics. Okay, and you've developed and you're growing your social presence, and you're growing your trade and your career, which is great to see. So your relationships and appearances on like Good Morning Britain, how have they come about?
Well, like I always talk about, things like that happen because there's somebody within that organisation that follows Zizi Mills. So when I'm always talking about how black people have to stick together and, make it work together and kind of bring each other in, that's the only way I've got onto Good Morning Britain, is because the first time I got on there was somebody that follows me, and she was just like, she does the research and the talent stuff, because they have people that will, when they have those debates, there's somebody that casts for that. So she followed me, and she's just like, I think you'd be really good for this. And then that's how, and then once you're in, it's up to you to make a lasting impression. So once she kind of got me on there, they call you, they say, what's your opinion on this? And then I got on it, and then after that, she was like, they really like you. They'll just keep you in mind for future things, and kind of that's what's just happened. And then once you do that, then the other ones kind of either see it, or then your name kind of gets circulated around, and then that's how you get on to, like, when I did Victoria Derbyshire or Channel 5, that's all because of that, stemming from the Good Morning Britain thing. But that's what I always talk about. That's why you literally have to have people that are going to bring you in, like say, she's really good, and that's why there has to be good diversity within these organisations, good representation, because that's really, like, come on, some little old white man does not know about Zizi Mills, do you know what I mean? Or even some middle age white woman, she's not going to know about Zizi Mills. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody from our culture, from our community, that knows about Zizi Mills, that works in these places, that then can recommend you.
Okay. And how are you finding it? You liking it?
Oh, I love doing Good Morning Britain. It's fun. It's fun.
How you started off a bit shaky, innit? Like, I think.
No.
Yeah, your first. You did.
No, definitely not.
You
My first one was probably like one of my best ones.
Is it?
Being honest with you.
Yeah. Because your first one, you got a lot of backlash on.
Because I
on
talk
the
about
first one.
deliveries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm sorry.
You
there's
got a lot of
there's
backlash
bare people
compared to your more recent ones where it's like, oh, Azizi's on Good Morning
Yeah,
Britain,
because
oh,
that's
she's
just-
talking sense.
Yeah, but
the
that's
first one, everyone jumped on you.
Yeah, that's because I'm not being funny. I think there was a lot of I don't like using the word hate, but there was a lot of hate. And I think that's because it's a bit like, how does she get on this? Do you get what I mean?
That's why I wanted to find out your
There's
journey.
there's a lot of how did she get on this? Oh, wait a minute. So her chatting shit online has got her on Good Morning Britain. There's a lot of that as
People
well.
can't
It's like,
register
what's
that.
going on?
Yeah.
Like, oh, or it was all kind of like, oh, so she's online talking about colorism, but she's on TV talking about parcels. Like, there was all of that. It was just like, fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. They're
when
just not giving you.
When I first started doing ZZ Mill Show, it first started with Headscarf Diaries. Headscarf Diaries was literally, I would talk about everything and anything. So even when people now be like, oh, she's on Good Morning Britain talking about tall men, it's like, when I started Headscarf Diaries, I literally, it was me and my phone, and I would talk about any topic that jumped into my head. So it's kind of come like full circle.
Yeah.
Because...
So it's only the people that have been with you from the start and see you on Good Morning Britain that's supportive, but the new people that just see you on Good Morning Britain, it's like...
I think a lot of people do kind of see it as, because the topics are so out there and they're not necessarily what I always talk about. I think they just think, oh, look, she's just trying to get 5 minutes of fame. She's on TV talking about shit. But that's what I do. I talk about shit.
No, you do it. I think you do it well. You draw people out. You draw people in. So you got a good style. So yeah, we touched on it. Most recent backlash that you had. Obviously, you're very like pro-black, and then it was just such a shock and such a surprise to see you almost send for Leanne on Love Island because of her wig. So now it's been a little bit of time, couple of weeks now. Have you thought about that and thought, actually, I could have approached that differently? No. Okay.
No. Because this is what people need to understand, yeah? I came for Leanne's wig. The wig is not Leanne. The wig, the hair does not grow from her scalp. If I had come for Leanne's actual hair, regardless of my intentions, let's say if Leanne went in there with her natural hair, right? And I was like, why didn't she get braids? She should have got braids because it would have been more protective, or she should have done this. Regardless if my intention was because she's going to have to wash her hair a lot, the heat it's going to be a lot of stress on her hair. That's a lot of maintenance on her hair. She should have got... I would understand if people was like, it doesn't matter. This is the first time a black girl's gone on this program with her natural hair. Why do you need to bring her down? I could understand that because she can't change her hair, and that is the hair that grows from her scalp. Me saying that the wig was dead, because it was dead, okay?
Was it because of the middle?
It was just... There was too much hair on her head. It's like 500 grams of hair on her head. It was too much. She's got a small head. Like she's got like, do you get what I mean?
So the wig choice was terrible.
It wasn't the wig. It wasn't that she was wearing a wig. It's the wig she had on. It wasn't flattering. It wasn't flattering for her. Yeah. And everyone.
It got Mike though. Mike was loving her.
Mike likes anything.
But we'll get onto that in a second.
But the thing, and the thing is, so me saying that her wig was not nice, that's not me coming for her. The wig is not her. And I think what that showed me is black women's attachment to hair. Like it was mad. The way people was like, you're coming for her. And it's like, the wig, do you understand the wig is not her? Like if I even said anything to do with the way she looked, anything she can't change, like they call it protected characteristics, where you can't change anything. Even they class like religion, race, sexuality, that all comes under like the Equality Act of 2012, right? These are things that you cannot change. If anyone discriminates against you against those things, it's wrong. It's against the law. Her wig is not a protected characteristic. She can take that off because it's not her hair. Okay, so if I've decided to come for her hair, that's not me coming for her. I didn't say she's ugly. I didn't say she's this. I didn't say, do you know what I mean? Even if like everyone knows that Shauna's legs are really big, but I'm not gonna say, oh, what the fuck is wrong with Shauna's legs, because you can't change that. There's a reason why that. I'm not gonna say that. Do you know what I mean? Because that is, to me, that is horrible. But me saying Leanne's wig is dead, it's dead.
It was, do you know what it was? It's the surprise, because obviously I totally get that, but she is another black girl on a very big
And I'm sorry, I
program.
said this on my...
And everyone was surprised that
Yeah,
you
but
went
that's
for
what
her.
I'm saying. I said this on my show. But if you decide to go, unfortunately, as a black woman, if you decide to go on these shows, whether we like to admit or not, you are representing for black women across the nation, because there's not a variety of black women in there. There's a variety of white women in that show. So you got Shanice with her jet black hair. You got Shauna with this hair. You got that girl with her red hair. There's one black woman. And unfortunately, if you decide to go on that program, you are representing us all. So it's not easy to get a good wig. It's really not. You can go to Pack and get a good wig.
With it, sometimes do you ever think, oh, sometimes it's just best not to comment?
No.
Because obviously, what is it? You just say you just had to lay it out.
Because I've seen it enough times. I've seen bad wigs enough time, and it's annoying.
Okay.
I mean, people are way too sensitive. They need to understand the difference between me coming for her personally and saying there's something wrong with her, and me saying the wig is not it, sis. Just change it. Which had her hair slicked back. She looked so nice.
And then obviously, you got backlash, and people started escalating the backlash. And one person in particular, obviously, we spoke about Nole a little bit earlier. So she took it from the comments to the story. So why did she think she made that step? Why did to escalate it?
Because she wants to be relevant.
Okay. So that was her kind of way to kind of jump on a little wave.
100%.
Basically.
She drawed it out for about 3 days.
Was you over it by day one?
I was over it by day one, but I'm the type of person that I do have to have the last word. I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite argumentative, so I need to have the last word. But it was like she just constantly was. That's when I had to. People were like, oh, you didn't need to talk about her career. But that's what I said earlier. My career, my art form is sharing my opinion and giving my opinion. Then for her to kind of come for my integrity, to say that I'm a fraud, that I've built this brand of pretending that I care for black women, but I don't. You are coming for my career. That's what you're doing. You're coming for what I do. So I'm going to come for you. If you want to be telling me what I'm doing and how shit I am at what I'm doing, or I've got this hidden motive, then why can't I come for what you do?
Yeah.
I don't understand why everyone everyone was getting in their feelings about it.
Yeah, it was quite funny how you went for because what did you do? Were you just asking people who knows her last top 5 songs or something like that?
I mean, I've said that Nole's a good.
I think she's good.
I think she's a good lyricist. I think Nole is a very good lyricist. I'm not going to take that away from her. She's very good at what she's done. I've said it on my show before. I think she's really good. But if you're gonna come for me, what do you want me to do? Just sit there and just be quiet?
And the talk about fighting, and when I see you on the road.
Yeah, but that's what everyone's saying. She didn't say she's going to fight. She just said, I hope you keep the same energy. I don't have a problem talking with people.
But what is the same energy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's very up in the air. So if you wanna have a chat, we can have a chat. I don't mind doing it, but I'm not.
Would you keep the same energy? So if you lot were to see each other face to face, you would keep that energy.
Yeah, if she wants to take me to the side and have a conversation, I'm not gonna make a big scene out of it. I'm not do you know what I mean? I don't need to that's not how. I don't need to stay relevant like that. I'm not going to make a big commotion in front of everyone and make it a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm a big woman. Second of all, I ain't got time to be ending up on blog sites fighting. What? Am I a dickhead? Never in life. Sorry.
What, seeing you running around scrapping
Do you know what I mean?
CCTV footage
exactly. I'm not. If she wants to, step to the side and have a conversation, voices they might get a bit loud or whatever, but it's not going to be a thing where it needs to be done in front of everybody. I don't mind. We can have a conversation.
Okay. And what are you saying for Priscilla's wig or her wig choices?
Priscilla, I like Priscilla. I didn't have a thing against Leanne either. I think Leanne's very pretty. Yeah. I think Leanne was nice.
What do you think about her wig?
Priscilla's, yeah. I think, Priscilla's wigs are good. They're cool.
Yeah, the blonde one.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of it, but again, someone pointed that out. Everybody on Twitter was ripping that wig, saying, sis, come on, why
you didn't share your opinion on it.
But everyone was retweeting. That's what someone said. Someone said, well, wait a minute, a couple of weeks ago, you was dragging Zizi for saying that Leanne's wig was dead, but everyone's mentioning Priscilla's wig. What's the difference?
It's like you're walking around with like a target in it. You got a target on your front, target on your
It's
back.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not necessarily a fan of coloured wigs anyway. I'm not a fan of coloured. I don't like whenever I get my hair done, it's always black. So I'm just not a fan of coloured things anyway. Like when it comes to hair.
Okay. Is that colorism against a particular hair color?
No, it's not.
Slightly.
No.
A little bit.
If I said I've got a thing against redheads, that is colorism. But if you want to slap a pink wig on your head, I just don't like pink hair. That's not for me.
Okay. And how is your I was thinking of thought of a cool thing. Your campaign for colorism. How's that been going?
It's fine. I wouldn't call it a campaign. I just like to actively speak about it because I think it does need to be spoken about.
Yeah. Do you think has it changed since you started? Because you've been speaking about it for almost a year now.
Probably longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer from yourself. But being out there about a year ago, it kind of come up. So you speaking about it, you're almost like an activist.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
You are.
No, I just
basically
have an
activist.
opinion on colorism and I'll vocally speak about it.
Yeah. Has it got better? Like,
Yeah, I would
yeah?
say. I would say.
Have you helped that? Do you think?
I think it's been like a joint effort. Okay. I'm not going to take the whole. I'm not going to be like, yeah, it was because of me. But I think actively, people calling out people on like the lack of diversity within music videos and stuff like that. I think people are more aware of it. I think artists are more aware of that. No one can say that they haven't seen the change within music videos. That there's a lot more darker skinned women in videos. Is that solely down to me? No, I think people have applied pressure, and I think people just can't be bothered to go back and forth with people, so they will now actively try and make a difference, and I think that's good.
Okay, and you've taken like with colorism, you've obviously it kind of comes down to you yourself as well, because you like to only see like dark skinned guys. Is that colorism?
No,
it's not.
Of course, it's not colorism.
Okay, you're not discriminating against a light skinned guy or a white guy because you only like dark skinned guys.
I didn't say I only like. I'm attracted to lighter skinned men.
Okay.
I'm attracted to white men.
Okay,
I just made that choice out of because I feel that we as like a people, I feel we have to be more conscious when it comes to dating.
Okay.
We're not that conscious. Just to circulate the pound. If black people actually like economically we're at the bottom. If we want to like rise and be respected in the financial world, not just like in the entertainment world, you do have to keep it in house.
Okay. And is that something?
That's what Asians do.
Are you sticking to that as well yourself? Like you would only get with a guy that's the same color complexion as yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been with a light skinned guy?
Are you trying to hit on me right now?
No,
I feel like there's a little bit of like trying to dip his toe in the water,
There's a time and a place for
trying
that.
to see like what would you say? Have I dated?
Have you dated a light skinned guy? Have you had sex with a light skinned guy?
I haven't had. It depends what you call light skin. Are you talking about your complexion? No, it doesn't. Is that your complexion?
There's my complexion. Then you got like the more kind of mixed race.
I haven't been with a mixed race person.
Okay.
No, actually, I have. Sorry, I lied there.
Come on.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. This is
going to make it seem like I said with bare guys. The fact that I couldn't remember that I've been with light skin. I have.
Yeah.
But this was before the whole ZZ Mills thing.
Yeah. So what? This was like your early days.
This is like my early days.
Kind of finding out, discovering yourself.
Yeah.
He was a part of your journey towards colorism for black guys.
You're an idiot. I have been with a mixed race guy, but this was like when I was, Jesus. Obviously, if I was about Jesus, I shouldn't have been sucking dick, but that's another situation. But yeah, I have. But I just want to reiterate, this was like a good fucking 10 years ago before anyone decides to take that, be like, see, ZZ Mills has been with the music. Like, this was like 10 years ago.
Because that's what in the comments, I'll be like, yeah, see, I'm there. I'm not going to lie. As soon as I hear that you've been with a light skin guy, I'm going to be like straight in the comments, see, told you.
Yeah, that was it's 10 years ago.
Okay. And is there any chance you can come back around? No.
Not for now, anyway.
Why? What is it? Is it purely that
It's just
rising
purely,
as a nation
yeah. It's
kind
and
of
also
thing?
because of representation. I just feel like there's not enough black couples that we see out there. So I want to, on a public platform. Of course, there's black men that date black women. Great, lovely, but I would like to, if I'm talking about it, I would like to be the change that I'm talking about. I can't be talking about black men. I think it's a contradiction. I can't be talking about black men don't date darker skinned women and then I end up with like a mixed race guy or a white guy. It just goes against everything. It just doesn't make sense. It weakens your argument.
Are you a bit annoyed that you've put up that thing now because now you've eliminated like light skin option or white skin option, or you're fine with it?
I'm fine with it for now.
For now.
Yeah, like it's not a problem.
Okay, all right. That's cool. But that's good. I'm glad we found out. But talking of like, dark skinned guys, Mike and Ched in Love Island, real quick. Mike is super corny.
He's so corny.
Oh my gosh.
He's so corny.
He's got the smolder on.
He's so corny. He really thinks he's really nice. He's not a bad looking guy, but he's just a bit corny. Ched, he just wants to live out a porn fantasy. 100%.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
He couldn't even talk to that girl.
Because they're the dark-skinned brothers that are representing right now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of.
Are they representing correct?
I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
I mean, Ched kind of.
Ched's coming through, but
yeah,
Mike is a bit more. To be honest with you, as much as people don't like Mike, he has kept the show going.
Yeah, just his situation, his journey, following from one girl to another girl, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. He's kept the show going. A lot of the things that have happened in the house is because of Mike.
And to be fair, he's had a lot of airtime as well. So
100%. That's because he's the one that's keeping the show going.
Yeah.
So we have to give him that.
So at least they're representing them. They're representing. All right. Cool. So I was gonna say you've had some like online disagreements with people. So what's your situation with Wiley? Because he sent for you like, why don't you mind your own business when rappers want to put 50k challenge on the seat? Why didn't you mind your business?
Because I don't mind my business. This is how I got this far by not minding my business. Wiley can never say that to me anyway. Come on, this is Wiley.
He's all right now. I kind of secretly think that he kind of secretly likes you.
Wiley's we're cool. We're very cool, yeah. Not very cool, but like we're cool. I'm still trying to get him on the show. He keeps promising that he's going to come on and then he just doesn't. But I think that's just Wiley. I don't take it too personal.
Yeah, he's
but
a major
he's cool.
ghost, isn't it? Like, he don't even shops.
He doesn't, I think, but we're cool. There's no bad blood there.
Okay. And then obviously we've had Miss R Fabulous, Renee. I was trying to find I couldn't find a lot on it, to be honest. I tried to have a look and see some stuff on it, but what happened? Because she was all on your show, so how did it go from 0 to 100? I don't get it.
She's just.
You look like you're bored of speaking.
I'm bored of speaking about Renee.
Is it?
I don't. Renee is just. I don't like.
We can spend 1 minute on it.
Renee is the problem. What happened with Renee is she came on the show. She was happy with how it was.
But you interviewed her, yeah?
When I interviewed her, she was happy. That was fine. As I said, she was there. I left her at the studio talking to my producer, my production manager, everything. I went home. She was there. So if you was that upset about the interview, you would have left straight away. Even when it came out, she left a comment underneath it. She was like, thanks for talking to me or something like that. And talking to me like in a kind of like big sister way. Thank you for speaking to me properly and in whatever. Then I think what happened is the interview kind of circulated and I don't think her following liked the way I was talking to her. Okay. So then I think she was influenced by them.
What, did you say something like, did you kind of
rubbish
her or...
But that's the thing.
Or was that just within the talking?
It was in the interview. So she was there at the interview. If you didn't like the way I spoke to you, you would have said it in the interview, or there would have been a problem after, or you wouldn't have commented on the picture saying like thank you and everything like that. But what happened is people got into her head, and she then felt like she had to react to that, and then it escalated from then. She didn't like some stuff, etc., etc.
Okay, I get it.
And then she just seemed to have a problem, and then she tried to kind of like call me out on something because I underneath the comments, I realized that her following is very invested in her, which is a very good thing. So I messaged her and I said, you need to monetize off your following. Like your following proper like ride for you. And then she kind of tried to make it seem like that was a bad thing that I told her to do that, which is what she's basically doing now.
Was this after her kind of little...
No, this is when it was all a bit up in the air, and we was cool. That's the thing. But then anyway, that's what she's basically doing now. I think I saw the other day someone post that I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't have a problem with her. I just don't like the way she dealt with that whole situation, because how she dealt with it is exactly what she said she didn't like, how people perceived her. So we had a whole conversation about how she conducts herself, why she's, you know, misunderstood online, and exactly what she said she doesn't like happening is exactly what she done. And I texted her and I said, exactly what you said you don't like people doing, or how you don't get like being drawn out, is exactly what you're doing now. You've got my number. You could have called me. You could have said, Z, I don't like the way that interview was. There's loads of ways you could have communicated with me. Instead, you do what you normally done. You went online and did a whole Insta live. You wrote captions. You did all this bullshit, which I don't like. There's no need for it. I'm not, and then she wants to do lives. I never on God's green earth will I ever sit on a live screaming with somebody.
Jump in the live with her.
Jump in the live and argue. Am I a dickhead? I don't think so. Never. I won't do it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't draw myself to do it. So that's always been the back and forth with her.
Okay.
But
You sort of seen each other.
Yeah, and she always tries to do this thing of like, when I see her, I don't have the same energy. I don't have a problem with you. You're the one that has, as far as I'm aware, the last time we spoke face to face was at the interview.
Okay.
We was fine. You're the one that has a problem with the interview now. So if you got a problem with me, you come up to me. You say, Z, can I have a word with you, and take me to the side. I ain't coming up to you to come and have a conversation with you. That's a waste of my breath.
Yeah. So is there any chance you lot can clear the air?
And
get back to how it was before?
No, Renee's too volatile. She's too she's too sporadic. Everything is just very reactive with her.
Yeah.
So those type of people, you just keep her at arm's length. You can be cool with them, but you know there's only a matter of time before she's going to turn on you. So you just keep those people at bay.
At arm's length. Okay. So yeah, just a couple other topics. One interesting thing: guys buy girls, or let's be honest, like when a guy and a girl are dating, your opinion is, let's just keep it 100. If I take you out, I'm basically buying sex off of you, in a nutshell.
Basically, yeah.
Is that the real, is that your
real
I think, ideology of
listen,
relationships?
It's not relationships, it's
okay,
the dating stage.
Okay,
the dating stage. Not relationships.
Cool.
It's the dating stage.
Okay.
Let's be honest. Most guys, in the beginning, it's because they're attracted to you, sexually attracted to you.
Yeah.
When you see a girl, it's not because you've realized how amazing her personality is, like you've watched her in the club all night and you got this amazing personality. Yeah. It's you've seen her, you're attracted to her, you approach her, okay? And ultimately, men are sexual creatures. Okay, so
are women.
But men are more sexual. You're the hunters. You're sexually charged. Women are as well, but biologically, men are more sexually charged than women.
Okay. In the animal kingdom, I hear what
let's
you're saying.
Let's go biology.
The man has to attack the woman, and then he has sex with her.
Right, exactly.
But like rape in the animal kingdom is all accepted. So
okay,
humans,
but I'm not talking about that. Is a
women
totally
are just the same as predators. Women predator guys.
Okay, but men, your role is to normally, if we're going to talk about normalities here, not this new
like
wave of feminism. Yes. I can approach the man. I don't need a man. That I'm not involved in that. I'm talking about biologically as well. You're more sexually driven. Okay. So my thing is, most men are going to want to have sex. That's what they want. They want to have sex, okay? Mm-hmm. So them taking you on 3-4 dates, it's to pam eventually. That's what they want to do.
I haven't heard that.
They're going to pam. They want to pam in it. That's what they want to do. They want to pam.
Yeah.
Them taking you on a date is to pam. in that time, they might get to like you. They do get to like you, obviously. Okay, they're gonna enjoy your personality. They're gonna get to know you, but ultimately, they wanna bone. That's what they wanna do.
Okay.
So, my thing is, it's just we're all being groomed.
Yeah. Are you okay? Are you okay with that? I'm gonna challenge back in a sec, but
It's
let's
not about
stay on your way.
it's not
Are you
it's
okay
not
with
it's
that?
not about being okay with it. I understand it.
So when a guy comes up to you, immediate, you're like, oh, you wanna bone me, but you go with it, and then what's your decisions from that moment, as from a woman's perspective?
It's up to me to decide whether or not I'm gonna pam.
Okay.
But I'm very aware.
What are the boxes that tick? Because obviously, come on, let's be real. Like you've glowed up, you know. Your 10-year challenge is mental. Your 10-year challenge is mad.
I look the same.
You've glowed up.
Basically.
You've glowed up, Z. And,
No,
and you have.
I haven't.
You've got you.
No,
you have.
no.
You have. 100%.
But that's another thing. Yeah, I haven't glowed up. It's that I look exactly the same, more or less. Yeah, my face is more or less the same. Maybe I'm putting a slight bit of weight. I'm still quite slim. I'm not like your average thickums out there. Okay. What now seems more appealing?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that I seem like things are happening for me. That is what seems more appealing to guys. And that is what I've noticed in the last couple of, in the last, say, 6 months or so.
Yeah.
There is like a more of an influx of men. But that's because, in a weird way, men these days are becoming like, I hate this word, but men these days are becoming a lot more like clout chasers as well. Men these days are just not as bad, because back in the day it used to be women only want to go for men that have this certain type of status. Okay, look at Lori Harvey. Okay, Lori Harvey is a glorified Insta babe. That's what she is. Okay, but she's very pretty and she's comes from a rich family and she seems like she's doing bits in it. Whatever she seems she's doing, she seems like she's doing something. Okay, cool, great. And men like that, and that just shows that nowadays men are all for this whole like clout thing as well, success, or it seems like you're doing really well.
Yeah, I think because of society, women 100% are empowered to be in more senior roles, make the same, if not more money in the same kind of roles, and the whole equality thing has balanced itself out. So men wanting to find a woman that is doing something positive and progressive, well, for me personally, that's one of the boxes that get ticked. So perhaps as you've done that, you're getting more interest
100%.
because guys are like, actually, you know, you're smart and you're career driven, and that is
that could be a thing. But in the beginning, it was this girl's chatting shit, and
100%.
now it's like, oh yeah, it's a thing. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But back to the pamming thing and the dating thing, I just think that we have to, as women, I think it's weird that women think that going on 5 dates equals you can get my pussy. Either way, it's a little bit of a prostitution thing going on here.
Okay.
Because you're basically saying your vagina is worth 5 dates.
Is that?
Or it's worth going on these really nice meals and you taking me here and taking me this place and that place. So on this occasion, I like, if I was the man and I wanted to pam a girl, but it's weird because women see that as, that means you value me. By you taking me on dates and spending time with me and doing all this stuff, that means you value me. That means I can give you my vagina. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
What? I'm gonna disagree with you, only because, let's say for example, we're talking about the 5 dates in isolation. So you go on date 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is happening in between? There might be phone calls, morning texts,
but that's what I'm saying. This is all grooming.
All of the other
it's all
stuff.
It's all the groom. It's all the grooming. It's all men making you feel like you're important.
Yeah, because no money's getting spent.
But can I tell you? Shall I tell you why that's bullshit? Because try and do that without the dates. You ain't getting no pussy.
Okay.
Trust me. Just call a girl for 3 weeks straight. Yeah. Tell her that you can't take her out. Tell her you can't do any of these things. You ain't smashing. No fucking way.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give you the guys' version of this now. Yeah, there are many guys that turn around and they say, "What, you think I'm gonna take her out on a date? Nah, I don't need to do that." and all it is communication, phone
Yeah,
calls,
but
texts,
that's
showing interest, and you can still
of
get
course, but those girls, I feel like those girls, they are okay with that.
But then that
But
goes
they're-
against the
no,
point
but
that
I'm
men
saying that-
buy sex.
No, because it's still time.
Because I don't need to buy it.
It's still time. It's still putting energy
100%
in. It's still putting
time
energy.
and energy,
So time
yeah.
and energy and money. This is what makes women feel like you're really invested in us. Do you get what I mean? Time, the phone calls, the energy, meeting up, money,
I'm
all
putting
the
a question
giving.
mark over it.
100%,
Because
because
a guy can get sex without the money.
of course you can, but you still have to make the girl feel like she is worth it. It's all
Yes.
grooming.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
like making us feel like we're special.
Yeah.
But a lot of girls, you're not going to get the puswali if you're not doing a couple dates here and there. And girls feel better if we know that you've taken us outside of four walls.
And that's the thing. Are you going to be honest enough to say, okay, if that is men's motive, they look at you, find you sexy, they want a bone, and they're going to spend the money, invest time and the energy. As a woman, you know that's going to happen. And so you're like, right, let me see how this guy goes about spending time, energy and money. Is that what you kind of look for? As I said, back to the earlier point, a guy comes up to you, straight away you look at him, you're like, right, you want to bone me. What is your tick boxes after that? So the guys come up to you, you know,
It
he wants to
depends.
bone. What
This is
ticks the
like
box so
the-
that you bone?
Sometimes there is no. Sometimes if I want to fuck, I want to fuck.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
I'm very grown. I ain't got time to play games. If I want to have a smash and I find you attractive, sometimes I just it's
Light
like,
skin,
no.
dark skin,
What?
it's to smash.
Well, at
It's
the moment,
just dark skin.
At the moment, I'm only smashing dark skin guys.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, like, yeah.
Is it? I just find that so hard.
You just
to
look really disappointed.
Because do you know what? I'm representing every man.
My whole point is, yeah, regardless of the race, I'm talking about women universally now. I think that women, if you want to bone somebody and you feel like they haven't put work in or whatever, you shouldn't feel embarrassed to bone them. It's up to you as a woman if you want to bone somebody. Don't make people shame you into being like, oh, you fucked on the
have to
first
do,
night. You
yeah.
did this. You have to do this, and this to equal
get
that
the
person
bone, yeah.
respects you, etc., etc. It's up to you how you feel as a woman. That's why I say, if I want to fuck, I'm gonna fuck. If I don't want to fuck, I'm not fucking. Either or. You don't have to. It's for me. It's not Hakkasan equals now. 3 trips to Hakkasan now equals I'm gonna
That's it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do this. And that's what I'm saying. Women like that. Forget all the technicalities. Women that are like, we have to go on 5 dates to equal a bone. I think that's basically it's another version
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
prostitution.
yeah.
It's up to you how you feel as the individual. If you feel after 10 dates, now I feel comfortable with this guy and I feel I can be physical with him, that's how you honestly feel. I think a lot of women, we have this idea that a man has to do this so that we can give up our vagina. When there's probably a lot of us saying the same thing to someone today. I think a lot of women would have casual situations if there wasn't a stigma about casual
Linked to-
situations.
yeah.
Because it's like, oh, what, he didn't do this.
100%.
He never took you here. So where did
100%.
he take you? Where did you go? Or what, you sat in his car? Really?
Yeah.
Is that all
Yeah.
he's done? And you gave him nah, babe, like you're worth more than that.
Yeah.
But-
and equally, guys have done it because, oh yeah, bro, I banged her on the first date.
Exactly.
So we've
done it to
contributed
each
that as
other.
well.
But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it shouldn't really, it
It
shouldn't
be like that.
be like
Women
that.
should just do
If you
what they
want
wanna
to
do.
have sex on the first date, fine. If you want to wait 3 months, fine. But don't do it my opinion is, don't do it because you're trying to make yourself seem good to
Yeah.
everyone outside
Yeah.
of between you and that person.
And what is your so if you do want to just bone a guy, what is ticked? What are the boxes that are ticked to enable that to happen for all of your male?
If you make my vagina throb, it's quite easy.
Is it what, like fanny flutter?
Yeah, man.
But what
If it's,
is that a
if that's
natural
just,
thing?
If that's just
so
like,
a guy
if it's a
comes
casual,
up to you,
if it's a casual thing, then
Yeah.
it doesn't. I'm sorry, there doesn't need to be depth to our conversations.
Okay.
It's like it's either I'm coming to yours, you're coming to mine.
yeah.
We're
But
gonna bone.
initially, you would have to get that kind of
Yeah, there has to be. If
flutter.
it's a casual, it just has to be a physical attraction.
Mm.
If I'm looking at somebody and I think, oh, I might not in the beginning actually find you physically attractive, but because I've started talking to you, you've made me really like you. That's happened as well before.
Okay.
If something's casual, it's usually just a physical attraction between me and that person. It might grow into me then really liking your personality, but initially it's just because I find you physically attractive.
Are you the kind of girl that starts it out as casual and then you get attached?
No, it depends.
And you say you're going to be casual in the beginning and then you change?
No. Anytime I've had a casual situation, it's very rarely that I get attached.
Okay. Well, girls do that a lot though, innit? Like they start off, and 100% I agree with you, they start off at that point where they're like, it's cash, it's
because
fine.
they think,
and then after the first bone, or after a couple of bones, it's like,
because they think
they're
that
too attached,
because
and
they
they've changed
believe
it.
that after a while you're gonna want to be more than that. Do you get it? So it's like they're hoping like, oh, we're casual, but it's gonna grow into something.
Yeah. Can girls stop doing that though?
No, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, but if a girl says it's a casual thing, it can develop.
If a girl says that it's a casual thing, then
But they make the guy feel bad.
Yeah, if a girl says it's a casual thing, then it's hard. It's hard not for your feelings to grow. Especially, also the mistake guys make, which sounds really bad, is you start doing too much nice things.
Okay.
So you got a casual situation.
Yeah. Like, why are you?
Don't take her out.
Why are you sending flowers?
100%. You start blurring the lines.
Yeah. I get that.
There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way a girl can get emotionally attached to somebody when it's just a physical thing. As in, do you get what I'm saying? Because the reason why we get emotionally attached is because of the words, because you start doing things like morning texts, because you want to start doing things with her outside of the bedroom. Like, if you're having a casual situation with somebody, I think it should just be, you can go out sometimes, but it shouldn't be like you're going out every week and doing things, because you're basically in a situationship, a relationship.
Yeah. Z. So what can we expect from you? What can we see like in the future? Where are we going to see you? Where are you going to be?
Everywhere, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you can give our residents some insight into what might be coming up?
I mean, I don't have anything like up my sleeve. I'm just saying, you said, where would I like to be? Everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
So like I'm about to say, just got a big announcement coming up, just signed a deal. No, it's nothing like that. It's just, hopefully, I mean, it's only February at the moment. We've got 10 more months. We've got 10 more months to like make things happen. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're trying to do an interview. Like, obviously, you want to expand on your interviews because you're following and that.
Yeah, I want
to.
I want to keep interviewing not just artists either, like interesting people, different types of people.
Okay.
Like not just weird, not weird, but unusual people. Like touch on subjects that people are, afraid to speak on, or they don't want to touch on them just in case. Like, I would love to do more. I did that transgender episode that I did. I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Kind of subjects that us as the Black community kind of shy away from because we don't want to talk about it, or because we're a little bit like, ew. So those type of things,
Okay. So we can look forward to seeing more interviews, more artists. Obviously, you've been trying to get Wiley, trying to get J Hus. You mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
J Hus is one of your biggest supporters, isn't it?
I mean, he seems to be okay with me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, like fingers, toes, and fanny flaps crossed.
Yeah. Was that a double knot with your fanny flap, or is it just a cross?
They can't even touch each other. That's how tight they are.
Okay, so that's all right.
So
that's good.
Actually, it's not that because that makes it sound like they're wide apart. No, it's not they're wide apart. As in, like they're not like some. Oh my gosh! Like when you watch porn, some girls have like really like low fanny flaps. Have you noticed that?
They're proper like just out there. They're just like that guy from SpongeBob SquarePants. Is it SpongeBob? Who's the one that has all, or is it Futurama?
I don't know.
They have all the
funny,
that they've got
sometimes some girls'
clits
are like really low hanging as well. There's like there's like clits that are like mini penises. Have you seen them? Yeah.
But obviously with girls, they grow because they start off small and then they actually get bigger.
No, mine's the same size. Sorry.
Is it? Clits are meant to expand.
Are they?
Yeah, 100%.
No, well,
I've seen it.
Some of them are like
It's got
actually like
bigger.
little dicks.
Yeah, some are quite big.
Because I watch
Yeah.
I prefer to watch lesbian porn than actual porn, like
What
missionary.
is your sexuality? You're fully like straight. Because I have heard,
You've heard what?
not that you're like anything super controversial, but naturally you have curiosities
Yeah, I would say I'm
and you've
bi.
explored them.
I'm bi-curious and I have explored. I've been
Yeah.
with 2 girls.
Okay. And how was that experience? Are they dark-skinned girls?
Yeah, they were.
But there was a
They
hesitation.
were, 'cause
One
I
was
big.
you had a light-skinned girl or a
No, they're
white-skinned
not.
girl.
I've never had a light-skinned girl. I've had one like I consider myself dark-skinned. Some people don't, but whatever.
Oh,
Like
you're brown.
yeah,
you're brown.
like I've had like my complexion and darker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, what was that experience? Have you just left that to the side, or is it something that potentially could come up again in the future? We could see ZZ on red carpet holding another.
I don't think I
dark-skinned
could. I
girl's
don't think I
hand.
could be in a relationship with a girl.
Okay. Because you speak about kids quite a lot as well.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy the dynamics of a man and woman relationship. I enjoy that dynamic of feeling like protected and whatever. Not that a woman can't do that, and that's not even me being politically correct. But I just don't. Anytime I have been with a girl, it's like I assume the position of the man.
Okay.
The more like it's weird. I don't
You're
know
the
how
more
that.
dominant one. Do you wear
Yeah.
like jeans and that when you go
No,
and meet
because
them?
I'm not. It's not dating. It's not like we go out on dates and stuff.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just literally been like, yeah.
Okay,
So-
that's quite attractive to know.
Is it really? I probably like blacklisted myself from now about 500 other guys. Who
Nah.
you been with a girl? And you're talking about it's on Shea Bar? No, sorry, that could never
100%.
be my wife. Are you dumb? Like,
No way, 100%. I'm telling you now, in a relationship, if you can tick the box to say that you're open to,
I would when I get in a
dynamic.
relationship, I would maybe like on my husband's like big birthday, I'd have a threesome.
That's what, knowing a guy getting into a relationship, knowing you are open to that, I'm telling you, yeah.
I would pick the girl.
Okay, yeah.
I would pick the girl. I would pick the girl, and I would only be the one that had communication with the girl.
Yeah.
100%. That's when you have to like, and they have to. It would have to
What
be.
if you don't approve of the girl?
No, obviously I'll show him pictures in it and be like, this is what I'm thinking of. This is the girl that I think is nice. What do you think? Obviously, we both have to agree on it. We're not gonna, And then I would like have the communication with her.
Okay. And
Or maybe I just wouldn't even let him know. Maybe I just surprise him when he's like 30th birthday or something.
damn,
Yeah,
I
maybe
think a lot of
Maybe I'll do something like that.
Yeah,
But-
that's a sick birthday present. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting a birthday present like that.
I know.
And you do that?
Yeah, why not? But that's
You'd
because
be a good girlfriend, isn't it?
I would be a good girlfriend. That's the thing.
So why are you not a girlfriend?
Because I think people are scared of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm saying you need to cry more and let people know that you've got a soft side to you.
If you get to know me, then you know that I'm soft.
Yeah. Cool. Well, ZZ, thank you for coming on the Shade Borough
Thank you for having me.
TSB Talks. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think we could have carried on going all night.
I don't like
Literally.
long sessions.
Don't you? Okay, like hour. Even an hour's long.
Dead. Who is pamming for 1 hour? Absolute the fuck not.
I know,
no
nah.
way.
Do you know what? Obviously, when you go different locations in the location, like you go to different places in the house, you stop, you start, it can drag out to an hour. You can like, have a drink in between, and so the hour, trust
But
me,
in the stopping and starting, is the guy still hard? Or has he
Yeah,
bust
yeah.
and you're starting
No,
again?
no.
You mean like whole duration of an hour?
Yeah, he's standing strong.
Oh yeah, it's like one time I was having sex with a guy. He asked me if I wanted a break.
Yeah. Did you need one?
Nah, I didn't need one.
Okay.
Everyone's like, "Where's this conversation?"
I know this conversation. It's getting later. We know what Z's about.
I should do a podcast about sex. No, that's Aloni. That's Aloni's job. That's
Yeah.
not my job. She's good at her job.
You're allowed to talk on it though. You talk on everything else.
I do. I used to talk about sex a lot. Back in the day, I used to talk about sex all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I've stopped now.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. And this is the Shade Borough. And we are with ZZ Mills.
So should I got to do socials?
Yeah, plug it. Yeah, go on then.
It's like you don't want me to plug my socials.
No, go on. Sorry, yeah, go on. I'm still learning and getting used to
Look
this.
at this guy. It's like, oh yeah, go on then.
Come on.
Go on then.
All right, let's see how the professional does it.
Oh no, it's just ZZ Mills on everything. ZEZEMILLZ. Not SZ, even though Alex tried to say it's immature.
Yeah, I need to change that still.
No, stay with
Are
me.
you like 18? Have you got your hair slicked to the side like ZZ Mills with a Z?
No one's ever said that to me before. I'm not going to lie, that threw me off, that question.
Cool. Well, yeah, as I said, pleasure having you on. And you know what it is, the Shade Borough bringing you the latest gossip, interview, and the tea straight from our favourite celebrities in the entertainment industry. I'm Alex J Official. We are here. Shout out Blank Box Studios. Shout out ZZ Mills and the whole TSB. We good.